Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s. A different kind of mind, they say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them I emulate, but none of them I demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want, I learned that shit from fucking Aubrey. And she ain't never lied, I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government's been scheming.
April 21st, FriDave for all of you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic one. We're here, we're rocking. It's going to be a fantastic FriDave, a spectacular. So here's what I need you to do. Well, it's just you and me. While it's just us girls here, okay? I need you to hit the like button, okay? I don't care how you do it. Lick it, touch it, scrub it. Wax on, wax off. I don't care. Then I need you to dust off the Twitter box. Tweet it. Share it. Tell the world. Tag me. Let's get copious. And we're not getting copious on a Friday night alone. Oh, no. We've got the boys. The boys are back in town. Some of my favorite boys. That sound creepier than I intended it to. Bo Blacks is here. What's up, Bobby?
Yo, what's up?
Rocking in the free world, my friend. How are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been?
I've been great other than, like, I guess the past week I haven't had anything to make a video on.
Really?
And I've kind of been dying. I'm like, where's a topic? I even tweeted out, like, someone called someone a pedo already.
Somebody hit somebody! Yeah.
But luckily Illuminaughtii freaked out over, like, paper, so.
Yeah, yeah. Who had that one in their fucking Spurg poll of 2023?
Not of 2023. No, I haven't heard about her for a while, but sometimes I hear that she's doing, like, crazy shit.
Well, yeah, she just seems to be crazy, you know. And I actually have a really good history with her. Her and I were friendly. She was on the show a few times. I interviewed her while she was on the Up. But I didn't know she ended up hitting 1.5 milli.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
1.7, actually.
Holy fuck, my mouth. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. It's because she, I noticed she uploads, like, these 30-minute, like, big documentary videos that are really well edited, like, every couple days, like, every 2 days or whatever. So what she does is, apparently what people are saying is she gets a bunch of editors, and she hires someone to make a script. She only does voiceover, and, like, she gets people to, like, steal articles and stuff from other places and, like, compiles them. It's like a whole operation of plagiarism.
Jesus, you're making an accusation of plagiarism, a plagiarism
Well,
factory.
that's what I've heard. Yeah,
you got to be careful. So allegedly, you want to throw some allegedlys in there?
Allegedly, yeah, but I've seen some comparisons. And, you know, but I don't know if all the videos.
Well,
I don't know.
You know,
I really don't know. But basically, she makes videos like she has a lot of subs because she makes documentary videos at a breakneck pace, like Turkey Tom style videos, main channel, every 2 days.
Just
like
knocks
nutty.
them out. Yeah.
So I feel like there has to be some truth to that, especially that I've seen some clips that are direct copies, but
it's
you know,
very
I
possible.
don't really know that much. I need to do more research.
But
obviously.
it's hilarious because she's making the accusation against somebody in a situation where I think most of us are in the Leon Lush camp. And we're going to get into this deeper throughout. I don't want to blow the load right here because we actually have a pretty impressive show built tonight, Bill Blacks. But we're going to get into all of it. But you're inspired by things and you make it your own. But when you do make an accusation of somebody, you know, stealing your shit, make sure they weren't doing the idea before you. Just make sure.
Yeah.
Because
also the thing she's accusing of stealing is just so like, even if he did like see that affect an Illuminati's video and then make it because of her video, I still wouldn't call it stealing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, well, at least it's more gray. At least she'd have a little bit more than she does right now. So I had a situation not like this, but kind of like this a while back. So I have been using Copious, which is stupid. I'm not even trying to say it's mine, but I've been using Copious since 2014. Documented. That's mine. Since 2014, I've been using that shit. All right?
Yeah.
I don't ever claim it to be a Dave word. I don't care. I just like the fucking word. About 2018, 2019, Taz, this wrestling, the wrestler Taz, who's now, a podcaster and everything else, he started using Copious, which fine. I didn't even know until I got flooded with people that was telling me that I was ripping Taz off. It was unbelievable, Boblex. Yeah, this was crazy. I wasn't even covering wrestling anymore. I had people who were unironically hitting me up on Twitter, hitting me up in my fucking DMs, hitting me up in comments, telling me I was ripping Taz off. I was like, what?
How dare you?
Like, suck my ass. Fuck Taz. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Fuck you. Show me something before 2014.
The word. Wait, what?
2014.
Dude, can people own words like legally?
Well,
besides like brand words.
Nah, you can trademark stuff.
Yeah.
You can trademark stuff,
but like, can I trademark the word like king or something? To it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there has to be something proprietary about it.
You definitely need to copyright Copious because that's definitely your word.
I love that word. It's a great word, and
I have not heard it other than in the context of you. It's
like
your word, dude. It's the Dave word.
And I use it so ambiguously. No one even knows what it means when I use it because I use it so ambiguously and haphazardly. It's fantastic. I love it.
I thought it meant just like someone coping.
No, not at all. All it means is
copious right now.
An overabundance of like
copious amount. Yeah. I've heard that word before.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just that you never use it in that way, so I just
I
don't hear the word often enough to click in my head that it's like, hey, you're using the word copious wrong.
I made it work so hard, Bo Blacks, that I call myself fucking King Copious. I mean, like, it doesn't have to make sense.
King Cope, dude.
Other people are King Copes. Xylee just slid in here.
People shit-talking you for copying it are King Cope.
That was years
King
ago.
Copious.
And I don't know if I could have been getting trolled too. Hi, Xylee. How you doing on a FriDave?
I'm good. I was just hoping that y'all protect me before I get my cease and desist for torn paper on my thumbnails.
Uh-oh.
Oh, true. I added torn thumbnail on my papers, dude.
That's nice.
Or on my thumbnail.
No, my thumbnails for my videos have torn paper in them, so I'm waiting for my cease and desist.
You're gonna get copyright struck.
I'm telling you.
You're fucking done, Xylee. You're done.
I am. I'm done.
So you didn't get to join me on Monday as I was living it up in New York City.
You were having fun. It's all good. That's all that matters. You were having fun.
Dioria?
I did not. I did not get to visit Nick Diorio, unfortunately.
I was thinking that when I saw you in New York City. I'm like, you better go over to that man's house, dude.
It was a good time.
But you didn't.
It was a good time.
You could have stole back his fucking Game Boy.
I could have. Then sold it back to him. Yeah. Evil intentions. But you're here now, and I'm glad to have you. Are you going to be hanging out with us through the duration of the show?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about like copyrighted words or like phrases.
Yeah.
You know the guy, the famous ring announcer, when he says "Let's get ready to rumble," like no one's allowed to say that.
Let's get ready to rumble. I might actually get in trouble for that.
He actually gets paid a really great amount of money to say that. Like and no one is allowed to say that in a ring.
What's great about that?
Copyrighted
that's Michael Buffer, which is great. I love Michael Buffer, but what's great about Michael Buffer is that he's a ring announcer and he's a very famous and good ring announcer.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was just him on his own, that would be enough. But no, he's got a ring announcer brother who happens to be Bruce Buffer, who's the goddamn voice of UFC. And he does the, it's time for 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. I nailed that one.
That's his brother?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his brother.
They're half brothers, I believe. Or
I didn't know that.
I called them half brothers before and then been told no, they're full brothers, but it's one way or the other.
Well, either way, they're brothers. I didn't know that.
75% brothers.
We're brothers. 75% brothers. My mother only had half a body, and I don't know what that means. I don't even know anymore. Oh, son of a bitch! There, I guess that just leaves PeePaw. How you doing there, old man River?
I'm doing well. I went to my eye appointment today, and he said no new glasses. So I'll take that as a win, save a little money. So
it's a very geriatric way to start the show.
Well, what else would you expect from me?
I mean, I don't know. Hello.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
Oh, look at that. See, there's no geriatrics in that at all. That was fantastic.
Aww,
you were able to pull
PeePaw.
it off. I do love PeePaw. He's pretty much my favorite. He's a special man. You know you have the specialist place in my heart. You know you do.
I'm special, all right? Special ed.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell that he loves you just by how mean he is to you.
I'm not even being mean.
Yeah.
I haven't even been mean today. I
Yeah,
haven't
but
done anything
not yet.
yet.
No, you
Not
were
as
mean
early.
to him this morning. You were mean to him this morning.
Was I?
Yes.
When was I mean to him this morning? I was talking to Tommy mostly. I was pumping him up. Oh no, it's because he was a jerk face. That wasn't me. That was him. It was his poop mouth.
How was I? Why?
I all I remember is your poop mouth triggered me. I can't remember what. I don't remember all the things that trigger me.
Your poop mouth.
He's got a poop mouth.
No.
Big poop mouth. Yeah.
PeePaw is as pure as the driven snow.
You know, Tommy and I were bringing in ratings for him and bringing in the nostalgia feels into the chat. Tommy and I were bringing the power team back, making everybody feel the feels. And Riveter couldn't just appreciate it. He couldn't just be in the moment.
I did. I was quiet. Let you two go at it.
I'm going to be honest. I thought it was going to turn to the Dave and Tommy show there for a second because PeePaw was just sitting there listening.
That's why I kept trying to kick it back to him because I knew we were doing that. I was like, oh, shit.
That's fine.
I mean, that's just Tommy, you know.
Yeah, but you had me into the mix. Good fucking luck. You know, it's no good.
It was a good show. It was a good show to have you two up there. I love it when you and Tommy are together, no matter where you are.
Yeah, Tommy and I chop it up pretty much better than anyone. Pretty much. We're choppers. We're king chopper loppers.
Yeah, but if you ever get him beef again, I'm on Team Dave.
Yeah, fair enough. I would expect
Wait, is that the team we're on? We're on Team Dave?
I'm on Team Dave.
I mean, you're a fucking co-host. Why wouldn't you automatically be on Team Dave? Look at Bo Blacks with the loyalty, Xylee. Why are you
I don't
questioning?
know. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Bo Blacks is so damn mean.
I had mashed potato for brains.
Yeah, but see, Bo Blacks is so damn mean to me. I don't know if I want to be on the same team as
I was
Bo
about
Blacks.
to say when Riveter was talking about, or Dave was talking about, like, people being mean.
Yeah.
I have this weird tendency where when I like people, I'm relentlessly bully them. Nick, Xylee, Tipster, all people you've noticed I relentlessly bully, call fat, you know, old, or what have you.
I can only be mean to the people that I think can take it. You have to have my respect for me to be mean to you. It's not even about liking you. I have to respect you, and I have to know that you can take it. And that's what I'm actually
Oh, well, of
mean.
course, no, you can take it. Like, if I respect and like someone and I know they can't take it, I'm not going to say
No, I no way.
whatever.
Because that's not fair.
Although if Nick randomly said he couldn't take it, I don't know, it'd be really hard
No,
to stop
fuck Nick
calling him
now.
fat.
He can't go back.
It'd
He
be
can't
really
play the
hard,
card now.
dude.
Fuck Nick.
I know he can't go back now, but I feel it's been so ingrained, dude.
If Nick can turn back time.
I grew up in a family like that. Whether you were family or whether you were not family, if my grandfather was mean to you, that meant he liked you. If he didn't say anything at all, he didn't like you.
If I see you and we don't speak, it means I don't fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, come on, man. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Fucking how it is. If you can't fucking quote it, don't fucking show it, you know? Jess Blessing in the chat. I'm meanest to the people I love most. Jen Philanthropy, bring back beer and breakfast. I like to bring back breakfast and beer, but, you know, potato, but fuck you. Please make sure to like the stream. Absolutely. Captain Poopers with $5. Hit the like button harder than BuzzFeed News going out of business. You could have said hitting harder than BuzzFeed hitting the unemployment line. That would have been a...
They stole Illuminati's fucking paper route and then went out of business. Sad.
I'll tell you guys, since the dono started in the super chat, if we get a little bit of love tonight through the Streamlabs and everything, I think it's time to bring back the world famous beer chug of doom. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a beer chug tonight.
You're gonna do a beer chug?
Yeah.
You ain't doing one of them in forever, man.
Feeling stupid.
Yeah.
Feeling stupid. Yeah, I already did a little bit of stupid. Like I've been really good on my diet, but I decided last night to throw caution to the wind and eat ice cream. And I'm lactose intolerant, and I have an IBS and all kind of and Crohn's and everything else. Right? This is not good. It's a bad idea, and I paid for it all day, so I'm already in it. So I might as well be in it to win it. So if I get paid to drink a beer, I'm drinking a beer, and I'm gonna drink it fast. I'm gonna drink it hard. I'm gonna drink it fucking super awesome. It's gonna taste delicious. And you know what? I'm gonna drink 1 beer. I'm gonna drink 2 beers. 3 beers, what? You stupid son of a bitch. You want to come in here and look at me in my beady eyes? I dropped a 316 on your ass, stomp a mud hole in your ass, and walk it dry. I almost said, if you smell what the Rock is cooking. I almost lost my fucking mind. I almost, what? Dave goes into the city to look, and look what happens. He's corrupt. Yes, New York has got the hold on me. Ooh. I did get yelled at by an Asian lady for about 25 minutes, and it may have changed me.
You probably deserved it.
No, she was yelling at everything. Whoa. So she was already yelling when I came in there. I believe she was on some sort of drugs. Possibly drugs. But possibly not drugs. Possibly mental illness. And that was not funny. So I'm going to go with drugs because that's more funny.
Yeah,
and
drugs is funny.
Way funny. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily funny, but it's funnier than mental illness. So I'm going to stray on that side. I can't say it's not funny, but I can't say it's more acceptable than mental illness. So she was yelling at everything, and I was sitting at a chair in her line of sight, and she was trying to get my attention, and she was yelling, and she was speaking, I believe, Chinese, and she was going hard. She would call me all kinds of shit, and I just didn't give her anything. It was amazing. I was you guys actually would have been proud of me. I should have turned it on and just seen how much I could take. I should just stream on Twitch or something and just let her continue to go ham. I don't know why I didn't fire up a live stream.
You don't want to live stream somebody without them knowing? What are you doing?
Well, she's yelling at me.
Now?
I would have been I'm in a public place. I'm outside of Grand Central. I can't film outside of Grand Central.
Exactly.
If I can't film outside of Grand Central, I think communism has happened. What is this, fucking Russia? The big fucking Soviet apple? Good God. Dave, she obviously got your attention. No, she was asking everyone for cigarettes, it turned out. I watched her. Yell at other people, and then she was like, cigarette! Huh?
Asian Xylee? Asking everyone for cigs?
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Thank you very much, Mr.
Smoke
Boblax.
100 packs a day?
Did you quit?
No,
I
smoked 1 pack a day, and I no longer smoke cigarettes, 26. Sir. I vape now.
That's so okay. First off, that's not quitting.
That's it.
You're vaping.
Yeah, vape's not quitting. You should use Fume. Try fume.com/Boblax. FUM.com/Boblax. It does help.
Wait, what is Fume? What is Fume?
It's like this inhaler thing where you inhale, just flavor or whatever, and it doesn't hurt you, but it replicates the effect of vape.
It's very pretentious.
Oh, I might check that out. Actually,
use it. I'm not addicted to anything, but I just like the fucking tactile feeling of
Boblax. Whenever you have to preface it with it, I'm not addicted to anything. You might be addicted to something.
Well, I used a weed vape pen, I guess. I still use it, but
I love it. I got my vapey right here.
But I've never got nicotine because it's not like my peers were doing cigarettes or whatever. I'm younger, so
I'm allergic to tobacco.
It was easier to avoid, I suppose.
I'm allergic to 3 things in this world. I'm allergic to tobacco. I'm allergic to some cats, and I'm allergic to the entire state of Georgia.
What the fuck did Georgia do?
I don't know. I went there for training, and I was sick the whole time. I was one giant. I was allergic to everything there. It was terrible. I got blisters on my eyeballs there.
Wait, what?
Yes!
Dang.
Yes! I was trying to run, and I got blisters on my fucking eyeballs.
How in the fuck do you get a blister on your eyeball?
I don't.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because my
Can you be
allergies.
blind permanently?
No.
That's
So,
what I'm thinking.
so here's what's great, right? So I get these fucking gigantic like lesions on the bottom of my eyes because I was blinking so much and there was so much pollen as I was running into the fucking wind. And
so
it's-
you were there in the spring.
yeah, where it was terrible. It was
Okay.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
I was there for almost an entire calendar year seasonally. I was almost there. I experienced all the seasons. So fucking this shit here was fucking wild. So I had to go to. I went to the goddamn med call. I mean, got it, treated and stuff. But it was. They were making some of the most fucked up jokes I've ever heard. Because, all right, I don't want to be a nerd, but technically, not even technically, your eyeballs are part of your brain.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
kept asking, is my brain bruised? And they kept calling me stupid. And I was like, well, technically, it's a brain bruise, right? And they're like, in the most technical sense, I'm like, well, I'm just saying, is that a concussion? Like, I really was acting indignant and asking all kinds of really back-assward questions. It was great. I was having a fantastic time. I think at some point they decided to just start fucking with me. So it was good times. Nobody fucks with you like military doctors. Military doctors and medics. Medics love to fuck with you. It's amazing. So I had blisters on my brain.
You know what? That explains a lot about you now.
That was kind of unnecessary.
He ain't dumb.
That was mean. That was very mean.
Shut up, Xylee.
It's very, very mean of you, Miss Xylee, but it's all right.
Very mean.
I mean, it's not mean. It's just, I'm just saying it explains a lot about
Yeah,
you.
I
That's
know.
all.
I know what
Dave
you're
is
saying.
like one of the least stupid people in this space. Have you seen the other tards?
I did not call him stupid, Bo Black.
Yeah, you said it
You
explains.
said stupid.
It explains his broken brain, dude.
But
Get her.
Okay, what does it
I-
explain then?
Get her,
What does
Bo
it explain?
Black.
What does it
It
explain?
explains about his personality.
What about my
His
personality?
personality is a bruised brain
Yeah.
personality? What are you saying?
Yeah.
What
what?
I'm saying is, it explains a lot, and the reason why you're so endearing to us now.
Aw, look at you. See? She fucking saved it, Bo Blacks. With the pressure
Barely.
on the line. Well, she's
Bo
still
Black's
saved.
trying to get my ass. I see you.
What's he
youngin'.
trying
You're
to
the one who said, "Oh, that explains a lot."
I
You said
see you,
his brain was
youngin.
bruised.
I see what you were trying to do, youngin.
That wasn't me trying to like start. You literally said he said his brain is bruised, and you're like, that explains a lot. What am I supposed to think?
I love
that
just
means?
starting fires. Isn't it great
Huh?
to just light random fires? It's fantastic. All right, there, peepers.
I'm right.
You are right, Bo Blacks.
I
It's
win.
all right. She knows she's
I
mean.
win.
She
I
knows
win.
she's mean.
I
You
win.
win. Bo Blacks is the wiener. Big wiener.
What?
He's the big wiener. Leave him alone. Riveter, turn the show over to you,
Yeah.
man. You built yourself a beauty. Whoa, who's this fucking? Look at that's the
Whoa,
boss.
who's this?
That's the boss, Tony Danza, man. 72 years
That's
old
the man
today.
that Elton John wrote a song about. Hold
He
me
did?
close, young Tony Danza. Come
No,
on, yeah.
no.
You've never heard that song? It's real famous.
It's Tiny Dancer.
No, it's
No.
Hold Me Close, Young Tony Danza. That's a Friends joke.
You may want to get the
That's a Friends
wax
joke.
cleaned out your ears.
I stole
don't
that.
know
In the
that.
name of Illuminati, I stole that. I want to make sure the Friends
Oh
doesn't.
my
I
god.
want to make sure
Here
Friends
we go.
doesn't take my fucking shit. I don't want them to fucking get mad at me. It was a Phoebe joke. Lisa Kudrow. At least Kudrow gets credit. It's probably one of the writers.
you know,
Marty Knox.
He's looking pretty good though for 72. If I may say
Yeah,
so. He's
Say
he's
that,
still.
man.
I see a little
Yeah.
David Carradine in him. Like if he wanted to
Yeah.
revival Kung Fu,
like
I mean that
David
might be
Carradine.
racist, but I can kind of see it happening.
It's the hair.
Yeah, right.
It's the hair.
Yeah.
He could still be the boss.
You know, he did a. Speaking of Tony Danza here, he did a what do you call it? One of those reality TV things where he went in and was becoming a teacher. I think it was like in Philadelphia or something like that. Did you ever see that? It's been, Lord, 10, 15 years ago. But he got in there and started teaching, and he started realizing how difficult and hard it really was. How he started getting attached to some of the kids, and the kids were, kids, and some of them had some really shitty home lives, and it just was really emotionally draining on him and stuff, and it really kind of messed him up. So
Is that
yeah,
before or after he did the trash picking, field goal kicking phenomenon?
I
That's
don't
a great
know.
movie. And that's the real title.
Okay.
He
I've
was a
never
garbage
seen that
picker.
movie,
He was a
so-
garbage picker who, for fun, he kicked the door of the fucking trash. I'm not even fucking kidding. Kicked the door of the trash truck, and it made his legs super strong. And he found out that he can kick balls super far, so he got a job in the NFL kicking field goals. And then they took his truck away, and he couldn't kick anymore because he couldn't kick the truck. It's the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
But
was
I'd
that a
watch
Disney
it if it was
movie
on
or
right
something?
now. What's that?
Was that a Disney movie?
Yeah, I think it was a fucking Disney movie.
Because that sounds like a Disney movie plot.
That
You took away
is the
his truck and
plot.
he
It was the fucking plot. It's unbelievable. It was, oh, God, it's so good. Oh, shit. And that movie's called The Trash Picking Field Goal Kicking Phenomenon. Like, they were like, who fuck a title? Just say what it is. Fucking unbelievable. All right. Tony Danza 72. Still fucking if I had to guess. What else we got?
Probably.
What's your favorite
Is
Tony
this what
Danza
you
moment?
is this what you're talking about here?
The garbage
Here you
picking,
go.
field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon. Oh shit! I forgot a word. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
And guess who is by? Disney.
Disney. Yeah. Because it sounds like a plot Disney would use. That's a Disney plot.
Here's what happened. They were fucked after Angels in the Outfield. Angels in the Outfield was great.
Yeah.
They got Christopher Lloyd in that fucking thing. And it's a great, great movie. It's so cute. Danny Glover in that movie yelling his ass. There's a lot of good people in that movie. And they didn't really have another one like that. They were like, we need something. We got to capitalize. We got to do something. Where's Tony Danza? Oh, I fucking love it.
This was in 98.
98.
So that what I was talking about came in a long time after this.
That's so funny. Yeah, I know. I figured it did. I just really wanted to talk about that movie real quick.
I've never seen this.
Really?
So,
It's
I've
so
never heard of
bad.
it. Yeah.
I agree with Squatch, and the Mighty Ducks was much better.
Mighty Ducks is great. Little Giants over Mighty Ducks, however. And if
No.
have you seen Little Giants?
Yes, I saw Little
Icebox.
Giants. Great movie. No, great movie.
Rick
I'm not saying it's a
Moranis.
bad movie. I still, yes, I agree, but I think the Mighty Ducks was better.
Mighty Ducks is a great movie, but I believe Mighty Ducks 2 is better because of the knuckle puck. Okay? So, I can't even give it the second. I can't.
I don't know.
What
You
about-
and Matt are weird when it comes to movies.
What about the Ladybirds?
No. You mean, I know what you're saying, and you fucked the title. I hope you did.
Okay.
Because are you talking about Ladybugs?
Ladybugs.
The
that's
Rodney
it, yeah.
Dangerfield amazing
Dangerfield,
movie that
yes,
could
yes.
not be made today? Oh my God,
Yes.
I'm so happy you brought this up. Okay.
Yeah.
But stop. Let me tell everybody about this because Xylee, have you ever heard of this movie?
Yeah.
With Jonathan fucking Brandon, I believe.
Because didn't he end up being a
Wait.
soccer coach?
Wait, don't. Bo Blacks, have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so I believe it's Jonathan Brandon who was red hot at the fucking time. Was it Jonathan Brandon?
I'm looking here.
Yep,
Stars.
Jonathan Brandon. Yep.
Jonathan Brandon.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who was red hot at the fucking time, right? So you know what? Play the trailer.
Good luck.
Thanks.
That's fucking good.
Dude, so true, dude. Men can do it all. To the point where they have to disguise themselves as a women, dude.
Jeez.
Oh my God, Bo Black.
I could have taken that joke further.
You could have
but
took
I
that
don't
joke
wanna-
way
I
fucking
don't-
further.
I don't want to get canceled.
Holy fuck! You could have went places.
I'm just joking.
Was this wasn't a Disney one either though, was it?
No, I thought it was, but
No.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
This movie's hilarious.
So good.
Of course you like it.
This
dude.
movie was so fucking funny. I don't give a shit.
I love
This
it,
movie was
dude.
Yeah.
I love it,
hilarious.
too.
And Jonathan Brandis, actually, you know what? This isn't even the cringiest movie he ever made. I think that distinction goes to fucking Sidekicks. And if you haven't
Yes.
Sidekicks
Yes.
is painfully
Yes.
fucking cringe. He
Wait,
dreams.
I don't know if I remember Sidekick.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck fucking Norris. Check this
Wait.
out. I'll explain this
Oh.
one to you. I won't even do the fucking trailer. So Jonathan Brandis plays this asthmatic fucking kind of nerd, but he's a good looking kid. And he falls in love with, I believe, Wendy from the fucking Wonder Years. Wendy from the Wonder Years. or someone who looks a lot fucking like her, and he's getting bullied and all this shit, right? So he starts like, he fantasizes, and when he fantasizes, he puts himself with Chuck Norris, and he does all kinds of action sequences. So one day he meets, I'm not being racist here. He meets an Asian person, and the Asian person teaches him martial arts, and he throws dumplings at him and teaches him the ways of mystical arts, and they start their like fucking Miyagi and shit. They start their own thing and join a tournament, and they need a team. And he gets Chuck Norris to be his teammate, and they beat up Joe Piscopo. It's amazing. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Joe Piscopo gets like roided out for this movie. He's got muscles coming out of his fucking testicles. Oh, this movie's so bad. It's so good. And he goes way over the top Piscopo. Like, I'm talking, whoa, like borderline racist shit. This movie, movies that could be made like this were fucking amazing. Like the shit that they got away with and the stuff that they could say, and it was in good fucking spirit. It just killed me, man.
Well, if you notice, they can't, it's like, how do I put it? Like, there's so many boundaries on what you can do now on film, like without getting canceled or whatever. It's like the imagination has gone away.
Yeah. People are scared. Surf Ninjas, another great fucking movie. Surf Ninjas was amazing. I love Surf. 3 Ninjas, Surf Ninjas, anything with ninjas. I'm pretty much fucking down for. Yeah. Good God. That's good times. Oh, shit. Oh, what else we got here, Mr. Peepers?
All right. So this, I guess there's a boxing match going on right now. It's Deletion X006. It's down, hang on here. Where is it? It was down in New Orleans.
Well, it's a big fight tonight, I believe. There's actually, I believe it's actually a pretty big fight tonight.
Yeah. So this is a matchup between Chase Demore and Stephen Knight. Chase is the dude in the white shorts, and Demore is in the black.
Some answers in between rounds.
Whoa, keep going. I'm whoaing that.
They storm the ring. Okay. Hit him several times when he's down. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We can't have this. We cannot have this. Hey, Chase Demore, though, man, that is as low as you can get. Punching a man in his face.
He looks almost confused, man.
Some answers in between rounds.
See if he was all right, though.
Yeah.
While everybody else was fighting, he walked over to the dude to see if he was okay.
Yeah, I wonder if he has an MMA background or something, because that's so bizarre. Yeah, I'm glad they disqualified him. That's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was hitting him on the way down into the ropes, too. I mean, that was just...
Yeah.
Like, I've seen knockouts like that, but to see him go all the way to the ground, that's bizarre, you know?
Yeah.
It's very fucking weird. By the way, real quick, at the risk of alienating everybody with sports, go Cubs, man! My Cubs are looking fucking awesome, and it makes me happy. Fucking Bellinger, baby, looking like that MVP that he was a few years ago. Seiya Suzuki, one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. Drew Smiley, 7 2/3 of fucking perfect fucking baseball today. Woo! I love it when the Cubs are good. Sorry.
Go Sports!
Yeah, go Sports.
All right, so Dave, got a little update. You remember the story we did back, I don't know, it's been maybe a week or two ago, where the dude was pranking a dude inside of a mall and he got shot in the belly?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so the other shoe dropped.
Okay, all right, we were waiting for this.
All right, so here's what happened. So Tanner Cook is the YouTuber who prankster stuff, right? He's 21 years old. What happened is he and some buddies went out of state to this mall or whatever, right? So the guy that shot him, he was actually there. He's one of these like a Uber delivery or one of those services, where you go pick up food and take it to people.
Yeah.
So he was in the mall. He was going to pick up the food as part of his job, right? And the guy kept harassing him. What he kept telling him, back off, and the guy just kept on, and he wound up shooting him.
Right.
So of course he's in trouble, discharging a firearm inside of a building, yada yada yada, right? But after the prosecuting attorney reviewed all evidence, reviewed the video and everything else like that, he's now saying that the Tanner Cook, the YouTuber in question here, is possibly going to face some charges as well.
Good.
In the situation.
Good.
The father, if you remember, he's the one that kind of downplayed what his son was doing, being a shithead.
Right.
He came out and said, he thought it was kind of ridiculous, basically, that they were even considering.
He's a numbnuts.
Oh yeah, and he's like, well, all these Hollywood pranksters and stuff like that, all those shows that do the Hollywood prank stuff, those guys need to be facing charges too.
If they did something stupid enough that led to somebody shooting somebody, they absolutely do. When something like that happens, they do get held liable. When something goes wrong in a prank show, they are held liable. It's rare because it's called fucking being professional, but it happens.
Evidently, what it says here, the detective says, said Cook was playing a phrase, I think you spell on the phone using Google Translate. So I don't know if this guy in question, what was his name here? Alan Coley. I don't know if he, I don't know if he's from, different language speaking background or what.
It might just be from the fucking South.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my state. It's in Virginia.
Oh, you fucking
and where they're at in Virginia, that's... Oof.
Yeah.
All right, so that's... Hopefully he gets in trouble.
Yeah. But like I said, just a little bit of an update on that,
Yes.
So.
All right, mercifully
Good.
move
He
us
fucked
forward.
around and found out.
That's right. Played stupid games and won a big, fat, stupid prize right to his guts.
Yep.
Don't you love
And
that, Bo Blacks?
I hope he keeps finding out, too.
What do you think about that, Bo Blacks? Do you think that this guy should be facing some sort of charges for being a harassing dickhead, or is getting shot enough punishment?
Sure.
He doesn't have to worry about these problems in Canada. Nobody gets shot in Canada.
Nah.
Hockey stick up the anus.
Okay, so
I've
one
heard
last
a
little
gunshot here once.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, but hey, Canada had some big happenings up there this week. Seems like they lost like over $20 million in gold bars.
Yeah,
just
they
kind of
did.
disappeared out one of the airports. Yeah.
Fucking Canada. Jesus, bunch of shysters.
My question is, why in the hell did they keep that at the airport?
We got to transport it somehow.
Oh, okay. They were in the middle of transporting it. That makes
assuming,
sense. I wasn't thinking that. Duh. I'm sorry. I just woke up. So
it's like that story I did this last week. There was a truck driver who had picked up over $400,000 in dimes from a mint and had parked the trailer overnight in a parking lot so he could go home, get some rest before he started out his next leg of his journey or whatever. And he came back and over $200,000 of the dimes were gone. The trailer had been broken into, and someone stole $200,000 in dimes. And it showed us like these big, those big plastic trash cans.
Yeah.
It was like that. The dimes were loose in that.
That's
so
funny.
it's not even like they're wrapped up in shit,
oh my God.
That's funny.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, get to rapping, I guess, you idiots. I mean, I don't know.
The trucking industry is so fascinating to me because when I was a kid, I had read this weird book or article. I can't even remember what it was. So I'm going to haphazardly just spew this. But there was this theory or something that the nation's wealth and like other things of high dollar value could easily and it sometimes have been transported through trucking industries. And even going back in time, Wells Fargo and other transportation and courier companies, they would be hired to fucking send out all kinds of like duplicate orders, like to fuck with marauders and robbers and shit. But they would be transporting crazy amounts of money, sometimes entire people's inheritance and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not that far-fetched to think that it could happen. But with the uprise of all of the vandalism and robbery on the highways, I have to figure it probably stopped by now. But who knows? It's just like, I would like to believe that all the gold bars are just traveling around.
I mean, they probably are if you think about it. We just don't. Of course, they don't tell us.
No.
You know,
Who are
I don't know. The trucking industry is like the backbone of our economy.
It is,
really
and
is.
they will have blowjobs anywhere. Like they don't care. They'll park and they'll get sucked and they'll suck and
They'll go grab a lot lizard.
Yeah,
Yep.
a what?
A lot lizard.
I don't know.
A lot lizard.
A lot lizard.
Yeah, a lot lizard
Yeah.
is ladies
Or
who
it can't be a
will
gentleman.
hang. Well, it can be a gentleman,
Let's
but
not be
normally
exclusive-
ladies. That's true. You're right.
yes, we need
I'm
to be
being inclusive.
There you go.
A man or woman who likes to hang around the truck stops and
Truck
will
groupies.
help out those truckers who are in need
Truck groupies.
or a fee.
Yeah, the truck groupies.
Very
Yeah, they're
charitable,
called lot lizards.
Lot
That's why,
lizards.
okay, if you see a truck going down the interstate and you see a sticker in their window and it has a lizard and it has a no sign over it, that means no lot lizards. It means don't come knocking at my truck.
Hey, Riveter, pull up George Carlin Rules of the Road, please. George Carlin Rules of the Road. It's an important clip that everyone needs to see. Because if you don't know the rules of the road, well, then I don't have any words for you. But a lot of blowjobs happen on highways.
What's gonna happen to the American economy once self-driving cars become reliable?
Why is it
What happens to
not?
the truckers, dude?
I think they'll still keep trucking. And that's their motto, right? Keep on trucking.
Yeah, but I mean, in 1,000 years, do you expect truckers to be on the road? Like, when is the transition gonna happen?
I don't
dude?
know.
You
Like, when will they chop it off, you're asking? I'm not sure.
Like, I feel like the fact that the economy is so dependent on the truckers, it like bottlenecks progress.
Well, drones going to be tough, too. Like when the drones really... There we go. Yeah, play that shit. We're just going for total demonetization tonight. I don't give a fuck. Hit the motherfucking like button. Let's get more people in here.
This sucks balls, man. How come we ain't getting no rides?
'Cause you're doing it all wrong. You gotta give the driver a little incentive.
Like how?
Like this.
Yeah, but what happens when they pick you up and you don't make with the head? Don't they kick your ass to the curb?
Sure, if you don't make with the head. Yeah. Hey, if it'll get me a couple of 100 miles across the country, I'll take a shot in the mouth.
Take a shot.
Yeah,
in the
but
mouth.
we ain't getting.
Don't be so suburban. It's the new millennium. Gay, straight, it's all the same now. There are no more lines.
I
Well,
miss
there's a
George
line, and on
Carlin
this
so
side of it,
much.
we ain't getting.
And on this side of
Hey,
it, we ain't gay.
all the hitches do this. Why do you think people pick us up? You get a ride, it's expected. I don't care who the driver is. It's the first rule in the book.
What book?
The unwritten book of the road.
So, without going too much further, they end up getting picked up by a nun who's played by Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher.
Miss her too.
Great scene. Yeah, two legends gone. Pretty fucking good. Pretty
So
fucking
this is a lot lizard, and I know a little bit something about them.
Why? Were you a trucker?
Oh,
What?
So while I
Whoa.
was working my way through school to learn IT stuff, I worked at a truck stop third shift.
Yeah. Oh, you work. Oh, you work.
hit sticker.
The cum dumpster fucking shit.
PeePaw, hit sticker, and you can see the stickers. No. Yeah, hit that. That's the
So
stickers, yep.
yeah, like lot lizard. So I would have to patrol we had an area where the truckers could park overnight, and I would have to patrol that and keep the drug dealers and the lot lizards away from
hold on,
our customers.
Hold on. Mountain Dew me? That's fucking great. All these nuts? That's fucking amazing. Look, click on all these nuts. That's fucking amazing. All these nuts. That's awesome. Oh, all right, you can go back. I apologize. That just got me for a moment.
I can see Core getting that sticker, honestly.
Mountain Dew me's pretty good too. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had to wait. Buffalo. Well, it's a petting chart. Yeah. So you had to take care of all the crackies and lackeys and all that good stuff.
Yeah, some of the girls were quite disgusting. I'll just be honest with you.
Yeah.
They would hop from like truck to truck. Like there was this one that would come in there and do her trade, if you will, or business. Yeah. And I had to run her off because she would constantly come around to the back of the truck stop and try to use our garden hose as a feminine cleaning apparatus.
You know, that's pretty fucking sad. And there are a lot of sad places to work, okay? And as you guys know, I love my job. I love Pawn Nation. However, the operative word there is pawn, okay? Yeah, and pawn shops can be kind of depressing places sometimes, depending on how you look at it. And today I had one of those moments, and it just kind of relates to this a little bit. Fucking, like, meth is a hell of a fucking drug.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say. Somebody walked in. They walked out. They looked a certain way. Didn't think anything of it because we don't judge. But then somebody walked in immediately after them and said, was that so-and-so? I knew them 3 years ago. I went to high school with them. And they showed us a picture of them. We couldn't fucking believe it. We couldn't. 3 years. We could not fucking believe it. This meth is a fucking poison, man. This meth is a fucking poison. This shit is horrific. I mean, duh, but holy and fuck. Ugh. Like, it was one of those sobering moments where you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, meth does bad things.
Yeah, it does.
All right, before we lose Bobax, I think he's going comatose on us.
Yeah, sorry, Bobby.
Let's get into this Illuminati stuff.
Yes! So. Let's get into the soup de jour, the meat and taters, the big flank steak. Let's get into this fucking thing. So let's start with the beginning. This is the beginning of it right here?
That is my understanding, yes. She put out this tweet. I had to actually go to the Wayback Machine to get it.
So she really started it with not.
She
really started it with not. Yeah. She started with a passive-aggressive beginning. Not LegalEagle editors breaching my editors.
Well, it's not really passive-aggressive if she's adding him, right?
Well, but that's why the not is so stupid. Then why start it with the word not? It's fucking. She doesn't even use a goddamn. What she does, she uses purple blue, huh? Like, why put the not in if you're going to add them anyway? It's fucking stupid. It's not even a passive-aggressive remark, but it's passive-aggressively fucking stated. It's irritating. Yeah. Ooh, the things that trigger me. Thank you, Bo Blacks. Editors broaching my editors to take my video style, and when they didn't give up the info, they literally copied it. And by the way, I have the messages from my editors and found an email from them too. Just change the color from purple to blue, huh? Interesting.
I'm so glad she added the proof because it makes her look stupid. Like LegalEagle didn't even need to respond. Like she just looks dumb with the proof. Like, see, and it's just a guy being like, "Hey, what plugins did you use? It looked kind of cool." Like, that's it. He copied it.
I don't think I can get this. Yeah, maybe we can get that email where you can read it there. I don't know. It's pretty blurry. So.
It's all right.
I mean, I enhanced it in my video. I have the screenshot. I can just try and find it on my computer and read it.
All right, first and foremost, let's ask this question. Is there any defendable argument to be made for Illuminati and these accusations towards LegalEagle? Is there any way that we can look at it from a rational, non-insane standpoint where it makes sense that she may have been copied? Is that possibly a narrative?
No.
No, I started using these effects before she did, and also these effects have been used in video editing for the last 50 years in all documentaries. Paper and a highlighter effect on text. Really? Okay. But anyway.
Wait, Toxic Dome said not without meth.
The email says,
"Sorry, that
hey
was
Blair, I work as an editor for LegalEagle, and I was wondering if there's some After Effects plugin you guys used for things like the intro to the first NFL video, where the lighter colors appear to stick out in 3D. We could recreate it, but we figured there was possibly a faster method you guys were using. Here's the video I'm talking about, just so you know what I mean. Thanks, Danny."
Yeah.
It seems like they were just going to like a coworker and saying, "Hey, how'd you do that? Because we can do it, but did you find an easier way to do it?"
Artists
I mean-
constantly ask artists for
do it
shortcuts.
faster.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Because, you can replicate somebody's work if you like it, which happens all the time. Artists love other artists' art. They love it. Sometimes they'll make variations of it. There's a whole genre of that. It's not fucking weird, you know?
Called
it might be
inspiration.
weird, but- yeah.
Also, and I don't know if this is a nuanced point that needs to be made or not. The guy in question, this Danny, right?
Yeah, this is the editor.
He was doing this for his own personal video, not for LegalEagle. He was doing it for something, a project he was working on. He was just saying, "I am an editor for LegalEagle."
Yeah, to
Kind
give
of
like
give his bona fides or whatever, right?
Right.
But it's
Right.
not. Yeah. So I mean, so why she went after LegalEagle is a little bit, you know.
I mean, there wasn't a good way of her knowing that, but still the accusation's like dumb whether it is for a Eagle video or not.
It's a dumb accusation.
But-
It's a stupid accusation to make. It really is, especially based off of what she had. Latchkey Goth Boy member for 4 months. How is it different from what's happening to Tom Dark and his Ezra video?
Yeah. The difference on that is Tom used a 1 minute, I think it was, segment from an interview. And the person in the interview claimed his entire video and had it taken down.
Yeah, that's a fair use issue, not a
That's
you
a
copy
yeah.
me issue.
That's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
plagiarism issue. That's a fair
Nope.
use issue.
Right.
But Tom is in the right. in this.
Yes. So
Fair enough. Hey, what's going on, NYT Mom? How you doing? Biggie's announced. I'm pretty sure John Swan used the highlighter effect in his videos when he wasn't an ass. Ooh, bodied by John Swan. All art is referenced, says Mad Max. Latchkey Goth Boy, because so many folks are really going after folks. I don't even think either has a case. Agreed. Teaching Turtles, even if she believed it, there was more tactful ways to go about talking. Exactly. You know what? That really is the thing. I'm learning more and more every fucking day. Sometimes you don't need to fucking open your goddamn mouth. And you know, the funny thing is I've actually been told that since I was like 4. Like, can you just shut the fuck up, Dave?
Yeah.
No.
Amen, bro. Me too.
Well, the answer was no at 4, and the answer will be no at 40. It's, but hey, everyone else should. It's good for you sometimes. Ask Bo Blacks how he feels about the next content cop being about him. Hey, Bo Blacks, Leia something wants to know. How do you feel about the next content cop being about you? And she has good boobs.
If I'm mentioning it, and it's like, because the only way there'd be a comment cop on me is if it's like comment cop, like, or content cop, like commentary community, and I'm mentioned in it, like briefly, kind of like how Atozy was mentioned in the Idubbbz complaints.
Is he really gonna make a new content cop? Is this true?
And if that happens, I feel like I have a pretty good defense. Like, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. Now, if you straw man me into saying in my video about like the fighters getting paid on Creator Clash, like if you straw man me into saying I was saying it was bad they are getting paid, then yeah, I guess he could own me. But I never said it was bad. I was just saying that like no one knew, and now I'm telling.
Is he really making a video? Is this true?
Do you want to hint at maybe?
Okay, well,
Here's your answer right here.
Well, he said in the past that he's gonna make a content cop, and then he doesn't. But it was more like a joke at an end of a video. This seems more like in an interview. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So it seems a bit more.
Yeah, just for
plausible.
record, this was Ian and his wife on the HDHD podcast following the Creator Clash 2.
3 of the most unlikable fucking people on the internet,
like,
right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's what was said.
Hint at maybe what else you're going to do on your main channel? You don't have to say who it's
yes. On my main channel, I'm going to be addressing controversies, and I'm going to be putting out be putting out a content cop.
Yes.
Oh.
See, something's so obviously up about this. Something
So he said addressing controversies, which probably means he's responding to people criticizing him. Which the latest thing he's been criticized about is obviously the Froggy Fresh stuff. So maybe he's making a content cop
I think there's something
Froggy
else
Fresh
going on.
or commentary community or something.
I think something else is going on. Anissa was giving him the. I think this is about people taking shots at his little old lady. This is just like Froggy Fresh being removed. This is about Anissa. This is about fucking Anissa.
That would be, that's
exactly. That would be a misstep in my opinion if he.
I agree.
Oh, so like the fact that he's even kind of looking like he was going into the Idubbbz shtick for a moment there, like his face getting wide and shit. Like he just shit on his past. So even to go back and do it for shtick, and you know what he's gonna do. The fucking self-deprecating referential meta, and he's probably like kill the character or do something fucking lame because he's being controlled by his nutsack right now. That clip right there told me, look at the fucking look of mischief and joy on her face.
Maybe it's like a content cop to end all content cops, and he's just like explaining why he's not doing that stuff anymore.
He might be content copying himself.
Yeah. Content cop Idubbbz, like why I'm no longer like going into his past, and then like talking about why he's not doing.
And it's gonna be fucking lame.
I don't think
he's gonna do it to take shots at all of you, Bo Blacks. That it's not even gonna be about him. Watch, it's gonna be about what he created. The things that he is going to take credit and then fucking try to destroy all of you because so many of the fucking community worshipped, not liked, not loved. I'm sorry. I lived it. I saw you guys worshipped this fucking shit. And he's going to easily try I'm not saying you, Bo Black.
Well, then you're saying me, and then you're like...
universal you.
They worship them.
Universal you. There is more that worship the content cop and Ian than dislike them.
Back in the day, Wild Spartans made a commentary video. It's taken down now because he removed all of them. He made a commentary video on why Idubbbz is a YouTube god and will never be taken down.
And he's going to use that. He's going to wield that sword and try to stab all of you in the fucking heart.
I don't think he would specifically really make an entire content cop focused on defending just Anissa. He'll probably come up and mentioning, but he already kind of did that with the Idubbbz complaints.
True.
So I feel like it's one of two things. Either he calls out the commentary community or whatever for the Froggy Fresh stuff specifically, or he makes a content cop, exposing himself and then explaining why he was in the wrong, kind of like doing a retrospective on himself.
I think that's what it's really going to ultimately be. I think it's all driven by Anissa.
And I feel like whichever one he does is going to be like a huge indicator of his character. Because if he reflects on himself and doesn't really like throw any shade at anybody else, that means he's like legitimately trying to improve and be a better person, like he says. If he tries to go like after people and try to like, straw man and weasel his way into justifying the Froggy Fresh thing and stuff like that and goes on the aggressive, then that means he's just full of shit and he's just switched sides.
He will be going on the aggressive. I don't see how
I think that's more likely too. But
where and how he announced this matters to me. Like the fact that she's the one who, brought it up and forced him to talk about it, and then he goes into a shtick, eyes light up, and the fact that it was on H3's podcast. Like we know some of the players who are going to be mentioning this. We know some, like if it even happens, and honestly, it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
And I think it's a little more. It's probably going to be on the more aggressive side for the reasons you said, and also in that podcast. At various points, they talk about fallen fans. It's like a new thing. Well, maybe not a new thing. I think he's been saying it for a couple of years now. But it's being brought up a lot, that H3 says, where it's like, he calls like people who are kind of like us, like who liked H3 and then don't anymore and criticize him, like the fallen fans, right?
Yeah.
And then he was saying like Idubbbz has fallen fans now, and he's like, yeah, and I hope one day I can have like a new fan base like you guys. Like he considers all of his current fan base like fallen fans.
So pretentious. Oh my god.
Didn't he call fucking the H3 subreddit like normalized and shit? Wasn't he even say something?
He did.
She did. That was insane when Anissa said the only sane place on the internet is the H3 subreddit.
That's crazy.
When it's quite literally the opposite. Well, not H3 subreddit isn't the only insane.
No, but it's pretty fucking bad.
But it is pretty, yeah.
It's unhinged.
But I'm biased because they call me like anti-Semitic over there.
Well, I do refer you to as Josh the Jew hater. This is just kind of how
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Josh. This is how I refer to you as.
Fuck, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, it's hard to concentrate when you get called a Jew hater.
Later.
Yeah.
I'll remember it later.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shake you, bud. Latchkey H3 doesn't like to believe that younger folks have knowledge. Insecurity shouldn't be projected. Well, you know what? He's actually not wrong. Young people are stupid. Go ahead, Boblex.
So, H3 and Idubbbz calling his fans fallen fans is stupid in my opinion, even though the term is kind of accurate. But it's not fallen fans, it's fans who left because they told them to. H3, 2017, drunken rant. If you're a fan of Keemstar, if you like Keemstar, leave, never come back, fuck you. If you think I'm a hypocrite for saying the N-word when I criticize PewDiePie for saying the N-word, fuck you, leave. I don't want you ever coming back again. You'll come back in 3 years when you mature. Literally, quote. Idubbbz and the Idubbbz complains about Aniza. If you have an issue with my wife having an OnlyFans, leave, unsubscribe. They literally asked their fans to leave.
Yeah.
So how can you like blame fallen fans on anyone other than yourself when you literally just told them to leave?
And
you
no
literally
one
asked them to leave.
Yep.
They did what you said. Why are you complaining?
And
You're
you
surprised now?
Throw that on top of all the self-loathing and fan-loathing that Idubbbz has done recently, separately from that. It's like he hates his fucking past. He hates his fucking fans. He at least resents them. He resents the former fans and what they represent. It's like the guy just disgusts me. His ego and pride and whatever the fuck is seeped into his blood from his tattoos has fucked him up. And Leah something keeps asking, has he done a content comp on Keemstar? I don't think directly on Keemstar.
Oh, yes.
He has
Yes,
one.
he
Yeah,
did.
that was the first one, wasn't it? Or the third one, or something
the
like
second
that?
one,
Second
yeah.
No, it's like the second one. His first one was on Jinxie.
Yeah, it was Jinxie the first one.
It was like
Keemstar.
the first major one. There's like three.
Yeah.
There was like
That
a
was
bunch
when
of
it got
small
started.
content cops, like one on toy channels and
Yeah.
whatever. But like the three major ones, or I guess the four major ones, would be Jinx Reloaded, Keemstar, Leafy, Tana, and Rice Gum. So five.
That was
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 he gave out there, Bobby.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I said five. I just didn't count the Jinx one, but then I just counted it in
It's
there
alright.
because like it was pretty big, I guess.
We'll call it the 5.
The 5.
The 5.
Yeah, 'cause
the
remember
5
they-
points of content cop. Yeah.
They were supposed to
count.
box back in the day, him and Jinxie, remember?
Yeah.
Jesus. Bunch of pussies. You know, I'm just tired of everybody. Tired of all the shit. Just tired of the fucking shit. Even
you know-
they punch each other in the face now, and they're still a bunch of pussies. You know, Ian, no matter what he does, he was awkward and insecure when he was a fucking whiny nerd making fun of everybody being edgy. And guess what? He put on a whole bunch of muscle mass. He got a whole bunch of tattoos. He now gets, well, some semblance of sex. We don't know what type, but definitely something. Someone in that relationship is getting something inserted. That's all I know. And he's probably happy. But even in this new reality, this new paradigm, this new kingdom that he's created, he still looks greasy, uncomfortable, and insecure. He is just that person. He can't help it. He just can't. And he'll die this way. Just, ugh. Oh yeah. There's
You know what? I was an Idubbbz fan, and when a content cop would drop, for me it was like Christmas morning.
Why?
Back in the day, I really did. I mean, even when he switched over, started making his videos about the squirrels, I enjoyed that shit. I enjoyed the content that Idubbbz made, and then when he come out and talked about how his fans were these basement dwellers that came out once a year, and when he would run into them, how he was embarrassed to see and whatever, I was like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. That's not me.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like, you know, but anyway.
No, it's frustrating. I can understand it because he was a leader of that. You know, like I was watching everything here. I was not a fan. You go back to the shit with me and Tommy when we were doing Shoving the Point on this stuff. I was always on this guy was not talented. This guy was not funny. He could be funny. I just was never a fan. He reminded me of an S3 guy in the military. I don't know why I feel this way, but S3 personnel, the people like in logistics and shit, they just are assholes. They're fucking pieces of shit. They just treat you like you're nothing. Like they're better than you. And they look like assholes because they're pencil pushing fucking nerds that goddamn get to act like they fucking have some semblance of power. And they don't. And that's what this motherfucker does. He sat and he wielded a goddamn sort of righteousness that got a lot of fucking people to love him. for different reasons. Some people felt he was making great points. Some people felt he was just pushing incredibly big buttons and being entertaining that way. Other people just felt chaos, 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 burn, burn, burn. But people had a connection with this guy. And then after all of that, to just shit on it, and it's just, I can understand why people would be so upset about it. It's just, how can you not be? You cultivated it. You created.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you.
You created this whole fucking era. You can make that argument that he was a big factor of people creating a little fucking podcast and making content, trying to capitalize, whether they were jealous of the success or it inspired them, whatever the case may be. A lot of clones came from that content.
Yeah.
And now what? He's going to shit on it? He's going to fucking wield a sword and go ahead and try to stab it through the heart? It's not going to work. It's going to be fucking boring because he's boring.
Don't be mad at the audience that you created. You cultivate.
How about don't be mad at the audience?
Don't get mad at the audience because you made them think it was okay for that shit. Now all of a sudden you think it's wrong. It doesn't mean your audience all of a sudden flips.
Tell him, Xylee. Tell him.
It's the same thing with H3H3. He was the same way. Then he started pandering to left-leaning people, got Trisha on there, and now all of a sudden he's scared to even talk on his podcast because he cultivated an audience that was all about canceling people, and they'll even cancel him. Don't get mad. You did it.
Get mad at your audience when you create the audience. You are the draw. That is what people tend to fucking forget. The audience is there to watch you. Or your show, but you. That's what they're there for. Your personality, your demeanor, whatever you bring, that's what they're there for. For good, bad, or fucking indifferent. You cultivate that. You bring that on. That doesn't mean you're responsible for everything, but it does mean there's a responsibility to at least not... You're going to be held responsible if you decide to shit on them later. If you decide that you've outgrown them, if you decide that you're better, there's going to be you're going to be taken to task for it, and you're going to deserve every fucking lashing. Every lashing. But it just there's no safe haven for you, Idubbbz. Doesn't matter how much muscles you get. It doesn't matter how much sex you get. You're still going to be this guy. Deal with that. Deal with that, because you still seem like a miserable prick. So deal with that. God, I just don't like him. I'd fight him. I'd fight him, Bobby. I think I could beat him. I got pounds on him.
Well, I get I understand the feeling where like everybody loved this guy and you disliked him, and then it flips and you feel vindicated.
I do.
Or whatever. And the opposite, like liking someone and everyone dislikes them, and then people end up liking them, and all that.
I'm definitely spiking footballs in my mind, Bobby. Yeah, what's the most famous example of that?
Probably I've always liked Keemstar, so that. Although, he's still kind of disliked. So,
depends on the day, yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. I used to hate Keemstar, and then I started liking him. And then people, like when first time I brought Keemstar up, well, not the first time, because the first time I cussed him out. The second time I brought Keemstar up many, many, many months later, and we were actually like chilling and talking. Oh man, my comment section was like, what in the hell is going on? And I'm like, look. We had a civil conversation. You can't tell me who I can and can't put up on my platform. What?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes audiences do not like change.
No.
They don't.
You know who's a great example of that? What's the, Tommy brings it up a lot. Ray William Johnson. 3 equals 3? That was the big. That was like a set of 3 videos. It was huge. He was a big fucking guy on the platform, and then he made a change. He brought his girlfriend on board, or another co-host, or somebody took over, and it tanked the fucking thing. It just people don't like change. When you start making those changes, you think you're gonna be you're creating something new. When you bring in a new co-host or a new host of your show, and you're no longer on it, you're changing it. Yeah, they tried to do it. The Daily Show is different now. It's changed with each co-host, or with each host, rather. That's how it works. Muldoon with the Buffalo Elite. Thank you, baby.
You got to understand, when you change things up, like with me going from a T channel to a commentary channel, you're gonna lose an audience, but then you'll find an audience that finds you.
Yep.
You know?
That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened with H3. Because right now his audience is not at all the audience he had in 2016 or 2017.
Right.
Completely different people.
Yeah.
Right. Well, for Idubbbz, that's not the case, though, because he hasn't really made new content to compensate and cultivate, like, a new fan base.
Right.
He stopped making content cop, and then he made
Made a few squirrel videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Made some videos on squirrels, but then he's focused all on the boxing thing. And throughout the boxing thing, he's been anti-drama. He's been anti-anything remotely, unless they were doing it. Unless they're the ones who's committing the drama or creating the issues, then it's fine. Then he doesn't want anyone else making fun of people, but if it's his fucking wife's mother, that's okay. That's totally fine. Fucking asshole.
I'm gonna tell you what, if that was my mother, I would have been on the phone so quick to tell her to shut the hell up and get off Twitter.
Ooh, you don't even know. Oh, no. I'm the guy in a relationship. I wouldn't be able to make that call. Xylee, you can make those calls. You're the woman. You can make it. The guys can't make
I had to do that. I had to do that to my mother on Facebook.
Your mother
What are
or
you
mother-in-law?
Talking about
Your mother or
no,
mother-in-law?
my mother.
Do it to
My
your mother-in-law.
mother.
Do it to your husband's mother.
Well, I can't.
Why?
But
Why dead?
yeah.
Same club,
2
Dead
years
Mom
ago.
Club.
However, I will say from what I hear from her, I don't think I would because I heard she was meaner than I am.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not possible.
I heard she was a firecracker.
Was she a firecracker? Is that what she was? Was she an M80?
She was a little redheaded lady that took no shit from what I heard.
So no soul. Okay, that's good to know. Redheads, just like Willie Mack. It's okay.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so let's bring it back into the Illuminati thing a little bit. What else do we have there, peepers? I'm going to grab a water, but keep the conversation going.
Okay, so anyway, she starts citing examples, right? I'm not for sure which one is. I think the one on the left
one is
hers, and then the one on the right. And it's just a simple.
They're nothing alike.
No,
they're nothing alike. The one on the left, the one that's purple, that's like 3D, has a shader. You see like the torn like intricacies of the paper, and the other one is flat. Like they're nothing alike. The one on the left actually looks more like my thumbnails than the one on the right.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of shit I use. I don't, not really the shade, but more like the torn intricacies, like real paper, right? They're nothing alike.
Yeah. Well, now the right has some shading, but it's more of a like a sun shining down. You can see kind of some shading here, like casting, but it's not.
Yeah, but that's
tight
on the
like
background though. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no
on the
shading on the actual. Yeah, that's the background. There's no shading on the actual tear, like to make it 3D. It's just basically a torn line. That's all it is.
lines.
This one actually looks like real paper with a shader. It's stupid. They're nothing alike.
Nothing alike, yeah.
And then the other one was where I guess they had some website or whatever it was they were citing with some text they had highlighted, and the other one had the same thing, but this one was blue and the other one was purple. Well, whoop-de-doo. I mean,
again, it's nothing alike because the one on the left is actually skewed more, and it's got like where they blurred out almost like the education week, and the other one looks like a regular document with just a highlighter on it. It's nothing alike.
Yeah.
You can't use those side by side and say they copied me because it's nothing alike.
Well, I mean, how do you say you copied me when all you're doing is highlighting text?
It's highlighting text.
It's dumb.
It's highlighting fucking text. How many ways are there to highlight? Do you know who else highlights text? News. I see this every fucking day on ESPN, motherfuckers. This is stupid. Oh, I've done this in PowerPoint presentations.
Yes.
It's how you do it.
It makes no sense. It's like her comparisons. They don't compare at all.
It's almost like they make no sense.
Yes.
Jesus. You're too successful to be this stupid.
I think Nick had a bigger case with John Swan than she does with LegalEagle.
Oh my god. Why risk your reputation though? Why? Like nobody who's in her fucking ear at this point that allowed this to go forward. This is stupid.
Well, you know, when you live inside of a bubble and you've got an echo chamber around you telling you that you shit don't stink, and you come out and you have a take like this and you get nuked off the, to the point where you delete your shit. I mean, come on.
She seemed to have a good head on her shoulders when I knew her, too. She did not seem the type of person. Not when I knew her. Look, I didn't talk to her extensively, but when I knew her, when I talked to her, she did not seem like an unreasonable fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
Then again, I never thought she'd be the type of person to wait for Tommy to go to sleep and then delete his shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
Exactly.
You can't account for crazy. You can't explain it. Sometimes it's just crazy.
Yep, 100%. She goes on down. I don't know if you can see this now, so I'll read it. It says, and to be honest, I wouldn't have believed any of this was trying to replicate my videos if not for the email and Discord stuff that was done preemptive to the video coming out. Like talk about, quote, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but just make it a little different. Close quote, shake my head. So... bad analogy yet again.
Then Leon comes in, the hero that we need.
Yeah, he comes in and says, both examples, all I'm seeing is some incredibly common editing style techniques that have been used in thousands of videos. Not sure why you're trying to make this a thing. And he follows that up, says, honestly, example B made me laugh. If you've ever watched a documentary in your life, you've seen this exact edit.
Yes.
And you're using it as an example of someone copying you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, To Catch a Predator and shit, you'll see fucking the highlighted
God.
thing. This is what, look, he wants to touch and fondle the vagina. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, you see this shit. You got to highlight that stuff. It's how you make the vagina pop. Highlight it. Boom. Vagina. Pop.
So,
you know what? My guess is somebody probably got into her ear and it got her all hyped up because if you notice, those tweets are gone.
Oh, well, she got beat. She got destroyed.
Here's interesting about the deleted tweet. So, LegalEagle responded within 1 hour of her making the tweet, and she did not delete the tweet until well after 10 hours. So, and she was tweeting other things at the time, so she was trying to like stand by it for the longest time until she was just like, fuck it.
So
it wasn't just like, oh, I realized my mistake, I'm deleting it. She like tried to stand firm with it for like a while.
And that means there were probably people in her ear trying to tell her, hey, take it down. She's like, no, I'm going to double down. Ah! And then eventually, fuck. Yeah.
Fuck, I lost 1 sub on Illuminaughtii.
So I've lost the naughty.
LegalEagle quote tweeter said, hey, Illuminaughtii, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Perhaps great minds think alike. No one on my team is trying to copy you without an exhaustive review of your channel. I believe we used those two styles before your channel did. We used them for 3 to 4 years. So
it's dumb because this remark did not have to be made just by LegalEagle for her to get destroyed. Anyone of merit, anyone of note, anybody that anybody knows in any community that does any sort of stylization or they've done these could have spoke up and sunk her fucking battleship just as easily as LegalEagle because it's a nothing point. It's a nothing point.
Well, you know it's something when Leon Lush says something about it. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause
Leon
he
loves
doesn't.
you.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly like jump into the shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, not anymore. He doesn't.
Biggie's right too. He was being charitable to her. He was like, maybe it's just a good mind, like minds.
Well,
and
he's
all
a
that
lawyer, so he's definitely going to be smart about his verbiage. He's not.
Oh,
Gonna be
absolutely.
Like, you fucking whore. You know?
Although that'd be entertaining. That'd be entertaining.
LegalEagle's like, are you retarded?
I have two
not
legal
legally,
questions. Not legally retarded, but just retarded.
So she put out this tweet, the reason why here is more for the comments underneath it than the tweet itself. But she said, so someone's trying to gain access to my Google accounts and various social media accounts while I was streaming. Hacking into somebody's accounts because you don't agree with them is nasty. And people who condone this behavior in their communities are gross.
She did not type that.
So like,
who condones that bullshit?
She did not type
Come on now.
I almost, and that's gone, right? That's a deleted tweet.
No, this is
that's
this is still out there.
How is she just not being retweeted with endless pictures of Tommy C?
Well, funny you
Well-
should mention, because Mango the Menace says, didn't you log into someone's channel and delete a ton of their videos because they hurt your feelings? Curious.
Yeah, just honestly, I would just spam fucking Tommy C emotes.
Yeah.
It's like, how can she write that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Maybe she has a short memory span. I don't know. So.
Well, the thing is, she's so like far removed from, her fans even knowing who Tommy C is or whatever, that she can like pretend he doesn't exist, and it works.
Yeah, for until it doesn't. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
when
people would have to bring it up. But,
she's big enough to where it's possible. 1.5 million. That's a target for some people. Yeah. And if enough people see that she's being disingenuous and she keeps on making mistakes, it's possible a campaign could happen. I could see a few videos.
for sure. And then Tommy C would be brought up and all that. But like,
and Tommy,
for just one
Tommy's
tweet
down
on Twitter. Yeah, for just one tweet on Twitter, like, in her mind, she's probably like, yeah, well, it is hypocritical because of this, but no one even knows about that, so lol, who cares?
Sure, but you still, for me, you always got to be a little more self-conscious than that.
Oh yeah, well, it's just about being truthful and not being like a piece of shit as well, like her wavelength and how she thinks is like far removed from us. So obviously, we're not gonna understand it, but like. I think that's what was going on.
We don't need to understand it, but we can certainly fucking laugh at it, because that's really all it's about. Understanding's for suckers. I don't need to understand you. I don't need to understand her. I don't need to understand anything. I just need to know that it makes me laugh, or it's something else, or cry, or horny, or whatever.
Horny, yeah.
I'm wearing a
Those
fucking
horny
Viking hat.
YouTube dramas.
And I'm wearing a Viking hat. There was a double joke there. And so Shockmouse was the guy who was kind of at the forefront of this, right? He got it out first. He scooped it.
Yep. Mitch put this out. Yeah, he put this out last night. I covered it briefly this morning. That's what I think got Tommy calling in or whatever.
Mitch called in. Wait, didn't somebody else call in?
Dave
yeah,
called
I
in as
called.
well.
Some guy named Dave.
Some guy. Yeah. We had an SFTP reunion.
Originals.
But but Mitch does I think a very good, concise breakdown. He goes over the history. He gets a couple of things a little bit not right on the money, but it's minuscule as far as, did Rico leave of his own volition or did he get booted? I mean, that's really the gist of it there. But he does cover the fact that she deleted, she being Illuminati, deleted Tommy C's material or videos, which I enjoyed them. I liked those videos back in the day. I thought they were good. But yeah, so.
Can I say something about Mitch's video?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I need Mitch to pump out 8-minute videos like this.
Yes.
I do, because I love the format, and listen, I don't know what it is about short videos. My ADHD doesn't like them.
Really?
All right. Yeah, it really doesn't, because I like to do things because, ADHD, you multitask all the time. Mm-hmm. But I have to admit, the way he edited this and the way he just did the video, I literally watched the entire thing.
Yeah.
I need him to do more videos because he did a fantastic fucking job on this video.
Nice.
Yeah, I encouraged him the same thing this morning to make more videos like this. But he said he's really concerned or apprehensive about making them because he doesn't want to get things wrong. I was like, shit, we all make mistakes.
You gotta get over that.
I mean, yeah,
shit happens. Believe me, I know mistakes happen.
That's what I told him. I said, you know what? If something happens that you learn after the fact, you come in, you put a note down there, you pin the note underneath it, you go on. To hell with it.
You take down the video, you make a correction. It's not that big a fucking deal.
Exactly.
That's worst case scenario. Oh, he's being majestic. Look at him in the background. Hey, you fucker, what you doing?
Pretty kitty.
He's so handsome. He's such a handsome boy.
He's a good boy. Here, come up here.
Yeah.
Come up here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, do you want to watch some of Mitch's video, or do you want to? I got a couple other stories that are short bangers.
I think we. Anyone else got anything else on the Illuminati thing that we haven't already hit?
Illuminati, please do not send me a cease and desist over my thumbnails. Thank you.
Oh my god.
No cease and
She
desist.
might
I
be
hope
crazy
she-
enough to do it.
She might be.
I hope
Bob
she
Black.
sends me some. I love the interaction. Let's dance. Let's tango, baby.
There you
Oh
go.
my
Look
God.
at you, people, ready to knife fight.
Oh, believe me,
Not
if
supposed
she
to say that
did,
part out loud.
believe me, if she did, it's not like I wouldn't fight back. But yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody hit somebody. I want chaos. Let's everybody
Fuck
fight.
yes, let's go.
All right.
All right. So Russia bombed themselves, evidently.
Yeah. All right.
So here's a video. This is
In
from
Soviet
Russian
Russia,
City.
Russia
Yes.
bombs you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Belgorod, I guess is how you say that. But anyway, a Russia fighter jet dropped a bomb